Super League. Friday's talking points and team news including St Helens vs Castleford Tigers, live on Sky. Round 10 of the Super League regular season gets underway on Friday evening with 2 games. Watch Castleford Tigers host reigning champions St Helens live on Sky Sports Arena from 7:30 p.m., 8 p.m. kickoff. We take a look at what is being said and team news ahead of Friday's Super League games, including Castleford Tigers vs St Helens live on Sky Sports. Castleford Tigers vs St Helens, 8 p.m., live on Sky Sports. It will be an unfamiliar-looking St Helens team which takes to the field on Friday evening after Christian Wolf opted to make significant changes to his 21-man squad following the busy Easter period. Sponsored link. Bangkok. Weithiling Thun $250 ni Netflix Lea Hun Shuen Pho Srong Ray Di Phim Time. Financial trends. Recommended by. A run of 3 games in 9 days, including a Challenge Cup quarterfinal against Catalans Dragons, the Good Friday Derby against Wigan Warriors and the Easter Monday clash with Huddersfield Giants, has taken its toll on the squad. RL News and Gossip Blog. Lewis Dodd joined the injury list after being ruled out for the season with an Achilles injury, along with Curtis Soronin and Conrad Horrell starting 2-game bans, with Wolf also having an eye on what is to come following the trip to Castleford Tigers, live on Sky Sports. There were obviously some sore and tired bodies, Wolf said. We've just come through 3 games in 9 days and it's 3 really big games in those 9 days with a lot of travel. It's also again the teams sitting 2nd, 3rd and 4th, and that takes a lot out of you, and I was prepared to ask our players to play another game on a short turnaround where they've played 4 games in 13 days. I need to make decisions to make sure I am protecting our players. We've got things around the corner like Challenge Cup semi-finals and players have a breaking point, and I need to make sure I protect them before they get to that breaking point. There are 9 new faces in the team, with homegrown talents Lewis Baxter, Juma Sambu, Taylor Pemberton, Daniel Moss, Rio Corkill, George Delaney, Mackenzie Buckley and Ellis Archer among the potential debutantes. Danny Hill, signed from championship side Widnes Vikings last year, could make his bow too, while Shea Martin, son of Saints great Tommy who made his debut against Salford Red Devils last year, is included as well, and Wolf is eager to see the youngers in action. I get really excited when we get the opportunity to try some guys out who haven't had much of an opportunity, Wolf said. We've seen in the last few weeks what guys like James Bell can do with his opportunity and a number of other guys in there. I am excited about seeing what they can do. What they get to do is come in fresh, be at their best and be really enthusiastic to throw themselves at the challenge of Saws. We get to see what they're about and we get to see them become Saints players. Wolf's opposite number Lee Radford has made just 2 changes to his Castleford squad, with George Lawler and Greg Eden both returning, although Niall Evoldsis out with an injury. The Tigers welcome the reigning champions to the Mendehos jungle after edging out Leeds Rhinos 16-14 on Easter Monday, and while Radford wants a much better performance from his side, he was pleased with the result nonetheless. It was an awful game to watch, Radford said. In a strange sort of way, the messiness makes the win a bit more gratifying. The one thing we did was defend well, but we've got to sharpen our focus on Friday night. That's the acid test, and playing the best team in the comp should bring the best out of us. Named squads. Castleford Tigers. Darrell Olferts, Jake Mamo, Jake Truman, Liam Watts, Paul McShane, George Lawler, Kenny Edwards, Adam Milner, Joe Westerman, Nathan Massey, George Griffin, Mahe Fanua, Tyler Heppy, James Clare, Daniel Smith, Greg Eden, Shies Blair, Swaya Matagi, Brad Martin, Gareth O'Brien, Jason Karekare. St Helens. Jack Wellesby, Joey Lussick, Louis McCarthy Scarsbrook, Kyle Amor, Jake Wingfield, James Bell, Josh Sim, Ben Davies, Dan Norman, Sam Royal, John Bennison, Lewis Baxter, Danny Hill, Juma Sambu, Taylor Pemberton, Shea Martin, Daniel Moss, George Delaney, Mackenzie Buckley, Rio Corkill, Ellis Archer. Leeds Rhinos vs Toulouse Olympique, 8 p.m. Rohan Smith has been confirmed as Leeds' new head coach, but with him currently still in Australia, it will be interim boss Jamie Jones-Buchanan preparing the team for what is shaping up as an all-important clash with Toulouse. Defeat at Headingley on Friday evening would leave the Rhinos bottom of Super League, as they are currently sitting just above the promoted French side by 1. Nevertheless, Jones-Buchanan has seen plenty to be positive about for when Smith, the nephew of former Leeds Grand Final winning head coach Tony Smith, takes over, thanks to the youngsters like Morgan Gannon, Jared O'Connor, Jack Sinfield and Max Simpson, who have been making their mark. "I believe a seedbed and a foundation has been built," Jones-Buchanan said. "I get my joy right now for what that might look like in 6 or 12 months. When those boys have got a few more miles on the clock. It's a far cry from being fully complete, but it's a million miles from where it was 4 or 5 weeks ago, and when you think about the world-class players too come back in, it is positive." Jones-Buchanan has only named an initial 20-man squad for the clash with Toulouse due to injuries and is aiming to bring in a loan signing to boost their resources for the match. Toulouse, meanwhile, are without Guy Armitage for up to 2 months after he suffered a broken larynx in the defeat to Catalans last week, while new signing Corey Norman was not named in the 21-man squad to face Leeds. Head coach Sylvain Houles is determined not to put pressure on his players ahead of the match, though, after going down 28-24 at home to Hull Kingston Rovers on Easter Monday in a game where they led 18-4 at one point. "The players know we need points and we need them quickly, but we have to take that pressure away from them and allow them to play," Houles said. "It's doable, we can compete at Super League level, we have shown it. But we have to prepare well and trust our processes and stick to our principles." Named squads: Leeds Rhinos, Liam Sutcliffe, Ash Handley, Mikołaj Oldzki, Cruz Leeming, Matt Pryor, Reece Martin, Brad Dwyer, Alex Meller, Cameron Smith, Bodine Thompson, Tom Briscoe, Morgan Gannon, Sam Walters, Jack Broadbent, Jared O'Connor, James Donaldson, Muis Mustafa, Max Simpson, Liam Tyndall, Jack Sinfield. Toulouse Olympique, Junior Vivai, Mathieu Jassam, Paul Markin, Roman Navarrete, Lloyd White, Harrison Hansen, Andrew Dixon, Anthony Marion, Eli Pellissier, Joseph Bretherton, Mitch Garbett, James Cunningham, Elias Bergel, Chris Hankinson, Gadwin Springer, Justin Sangare, Matty Russell, Hugo Pezzett, Ali Ashelbot, Maxime Stefani, Tony Jiggett,